Look, I'll keep it a buck with all of you right now. The Siakam stuff is exhausting. I'm sure it's as exhausting to listen to as it is for me to make videos on, but this is a pretty big one. It's shams. So we have another Siakam update. That's going to be the video today. Before I fully get into things, just make sure naturally you're leaving a like on the video. Helps the algorithm out a ton. You know the drill with that. Subscribe if you're new here. Plus, if you plan on doing irresponsible sports betting in the near future, just make sure to check out my link in the description below. Alright, so the update from Shams is that the Hawks offered a package around DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin, and draft pick compensation for Pascal Siakam, which naturally we're sitting here, and because the news is just that, the Raptors declined the offer. Once again, because we've gone through so much news cycle on Pascal Siakam, there's no real beating around the bush with this at this point, and let's just call everything what it is. The Raptors rejected the offer. Yeah, because the offer is not that great. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure the Hawks fans will find this video and they're gonna tell, you know, both me and everybody in the comment section that it's like, oh, Siakam's on the 1 year expiring and he's not that good. Well, why are you trying to trade for him if he's not that good, first of all? Siakam is that good. Nonetheless, I digress a little bit. AJ Griffin, yeah, you know what? Good prospect, good upside guy that there's decent reason to be fairly excited about, I would say. As far as DeAndre Hunter goes, he's fine. He's fine. That's literally the extent of the thoughts I have on Hunter. He's fine. Like, I don't get out of bed in the morning, you know, looking at a potential trade with Atlanta and go, DeAndre Hunter, that is a must, you know? And like, I get it. He needs to be there for the contracts and the stuff and everything to work. So like, that's not my point with it. Just my point is, if those are the two guys that this deal is built around, and that's it, plus draft pick compensation, which the Hawks draft pick compensation, considering they gave up the assets they did for DeJounte Murray, is not going to be a great return. So let's call it what it is. This offer is not that great. And Shams kind of went into it saying that the Raptors have quote unquote like consistently upped the price. I believe that's more or less along the lines of where it was. And like, yeah, fair. If this is the offer, you know, that Toronto's getting, I understand why they're upping the price. Like, where's Buffkin? Where's Okongwu? You know, one of those guys at the very least, right? Yeah, like, this offer is not good enough. This offer is straight up not good enough. And I fully understand that, yes, Siakam is going to be an expiring contract, so he gets a little bit of diminished value there, but you're still talking about a guy that's like a top 25 to 20 player in the NBA. You're trying to pair him, obviously, if you're Atlanta, with your star point guard and Trae Young, and their games, I would say, complement each other fairly well. He'd be a really good running mate there. So for the most part, Toronto still does hold all of the leverage here. Although there were reports also today that, you know, Atlanta is prepared to roll into the season with the roster as it stands. So like, they're not maybe as aggressive in pursuing Siakam as they were before, and that's totally fine. Like, if that deal doesn't come together, that deal doesn't come together. But like, if this is what in theory you'd be trading Pascal for, like, it's just not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it. And yeah, like, again, I've just been through so much of this Pascal Siakam news stuff at this point that there's just very little room to just beat around the bush at this point. Like, nah, you're holding out for a better offer, like, or you're re-signing the man, because this ain't it. This 100% ain't it. That's my 2 cents on it. If you disagree, you can comment in the comment section. That's what it's there for. And once the Hawks fans find this video, I'm sure that'll be well in the comment sections. But yeah, that is your Siakam news update of the day. It's actually funny because I was working on a different video today, and in that video I mentioned, like, man, I'm burnt out on Siakam content, so unless it's really good, I'm not gonna make a video. And again, it's Shams. It's Shams making the update. It's not like it's another one of the NBA sources that maybe aren't as credible or aren't as just reliable, consistent. It's Shams. So it's updates like these that I'm just like, all right, well, like, these are the ones that do need to be made. But yeah, that more or less does it for me today. What do you folks think? What do you think of the offer? Do you disagree with me? Like, is this an offer that you think is worth taking? Comment below. Let me know all your thoughts. Other than that, usual drill at the end of these videos. If you're still watching this, take the second, hit the like button. Helps out a ton. So I do really appreciate it every time folks do it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Other than that, folks, it's been JJ Buckets. It's been a pleasure. I will see everybody next time.